Assalamu alaikum, this is Fasih-Ali-Khan from the platform of Learning Institute. We're going to do active, passive voice today. Active, passive voice are followed by the tenses series. We're going to learn that how do we write English sentences in these two types. So if we talk about the active voice, in active statements, subject performs an action. Subject performs an action. For example, Ali eats an apple. Ali eats an apple. So this is now an active voice where a subject is performing an action. Ali eats an apple. Now, if we talk about the passive statements, in passive statements you have an action is performed. An action is performed. इस चीज़ पर जोर दिया जा रहा है या स्ट्रेस दिया जाता है पैसिव स्टेटमेंट में, वहाँ पर एक्शन की परफॉर्मेंस पे जोर दिया जाता है. An action is performed by a subject. ये सेकेंडरी चीज़ है. सब्जेक्ट का मेंशन किया जाना या ना किया जाना is not that important. The emphasis is on the performance of an action. Now, in passive voice, an action is performed by a subject, right? There's more emphasis here on performance of an action than the action doer, right? So action doer पे या subject पे जोर नहीं है, rather action की performance पे जोर होता है passive statement में. For instance, an apple is eaten by Ali. An apple is eaten by Ali. Now, you can see that here the stress is upon the action performance. An apple is eaten, right, by whoever. Does not matter that much. So an action is eaten by Ali. So this is a passive statement. And let's move forward. Now, here, there are 5 rules for converting an active statement into a passive statement. There are 5 rules for converting an active statement into a passive statement. Rule number 1, subject and object interchange the place with each other. Subject and object interchange the place with each other. For example, Ali eats an apple. Word change into an apple is eaten by Ali. So you can see that Ali goes at the place of object, which is an apple, and apple comes at the place of a subject, which is Ali. So पहली बात यह है कि subject और object interchange कर लेते हैं एक दूसरे से place sentence के अंदर, एक दूसरे से जगह को change कर लेते हैं. फिजिकली सब्जेक्ट ऑब्जेक्ट की जगह चला जाता है और ऑब्जेक्ट सब्जेक्ट की जगह आ जाता है. Ali eats an apple changes into an apple is eaten by Ali. So that's the rule number 1 for converting an active statement into a passive statement. Rule number 2 is, guys, that we remain in the same tense. It means we remain in the same state of time. हम सेम स्टेट ऑफ टाइम में रहते हैं. या हम अगर हमारा एक्टिव स्टेटमेंट प्रेजेंट टेंस का है तो हमारा पैसिव स्टेटमेंट भी प्रेजेंट टेंस ही का होगा. अगर हमारा एक्टिव स्टेटमेंट पास्ट टेंस का है तो पैसिव भी पास्ट का ही होगा. लाइकवाइज अगर हमारा एक्टिव स्टेटमेंट फ्यूचर टेंस का है तो पैसिव स्टेटमेंट भी फ्यूचर टेंस ही का होगा. So we're going to watch it in a minute. Now, if you see the example here, it says Ali eats an apple. An apple is eaten by Ali. So eats is letting us know that this is present indefinite tense. ताकि हम सबको पता है कि present indefinite में ही verb के साथ ses की addition की जाती है. So Ali eats an apple. So it tells us that this is present indefinite or present simple tense. So वहाँ पर अगर आपने उसे passive में change करना है तो present tenses ही का helping verb use किया जाएगा. So an apple is eaten by Ali. तो प्रेजेंट टेंस का हेल्पिंग वर्ब या ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब इस्तेमाल किया गया है. Now, the third rule is we use third form of verb in all the passive statements. सारी passive statements में no matter what tense they belong to, उन सब की passive statements में basically हम verb की third form use करते हैं. Verb की third form use करते हैं. For example, an apple is eaten by Ali. An apple was eaten by Ali. An apple will be eaten by Ali. So basically, you can see that all the passive statements, no matter about the tense, they all would have verbs third form used in them. उन सब में verb की third form इस्तेमाल की जाएगी. Now let's move further. Now we're going to see the fourth rule for converting an active statement into a passive statement. We use being in all the continuous tenses and their passive statements. जितने भी continuous tenses हैं उनके passive statements में हम basically being use करते हैं. Being is like verb be plus ing. Verb be plus ing. We all know that in continuous tenses we have present participle used as a verb. Verb plus ing. For example, I am walking, she is eating, they are sleeping. So basically all these verb plus ing or present participles are used in continuous tenses. I am eating, he was walking, so on and so forth. So जितने भी passive statements हैं, present continuous, past continuous, कि इनमें basically आप verb plus ing, which is be plus ing use करेंगे. इनके passive statements में being would be used in all the passive statements of continuous tenses. Now, having said this, the fifth rule is that we use been in all the passive statements of perfect tenses. कि जितने भी perfect tenses हैं उनकी passive statements में हम basically word been, auxiliary verb or helping verb been use करेंगे. It is written as been but read as been. It's read as been, right? So like an apple has been eaten by Ali. An apple had been eaten by Ali. So we use been in all the passive statements of the perfect tenses. So with this said, we're done for active and passive concept tonight. I'll see you guys again. Look after yourself. Thank you. Khuda Hafiz.